Hello, everybody. It is October 29th, 2021. Election Day is less than a week away. And of course, when Election Day is less than a week away, the partisan Screed shall come out to play. Most notably, red wave, vote red, vote row A all the way. That typically includes lots of name calling like you're a communist, you're a racist, you're left-wing, you're a Hitler, you're a spreader of COVID. None of these things have helped anybody. If anything, I have been honestly shocked, as we all are, year after year after year, where we go, Democrats and Republicans get to have a big old food fight, and they get to have that food fight, and they get to decide, well, we have a majority, so we can do whatever the heck we want. And typically, what'll happen is when one's on power, they'll say, look at all these line item transfers. I can't believe you're doing all these line item transfers. Or, oh, look, you're doing this thing. This is corrupt or whatever. And still, the people saying these things, somehow then they get into office and, well, they do the same things they complain about. So this is not helping. And the way it starts and the way we get there is people somehow tend to think that, this is about Trump or this is about Biden. Well, it's not. There's most people kind of know this, and that's why most people don't vote. And I'm asking most people who don't vote, come out and vote. And the reason I'm asking you to do that on off year is basically to show people that kind of thing is not the way we're going to get anything done. We just aren't. So this is the thing. Plainfield is full of reasonable people. Not everybody thinks everybody's a racist, a communist, a spreader of COVID, a member of the Klan, or whatever partisan Screed have you. That is just not the way friends and neighbors talk to each other, and that's certainly not the way we're going to solve any problems. And by the way, Trump or Biden, I don't care. Or even neither. They don't care about defective railroad crossings. They don't care about the train blocking ambulances, and fire trucks. They don't care about command. They don't even know what it is. They don't know what it is. They have no idea what Interroyal is, and all that effort and hemming and hawing about whether it's the Donald or the Biden has not fixed Interroyal. It just hasn't. So what the partisan Screed has kind of devolved into has been to get us away from actually talking about how to fix problems. So I'm really the only candidate that's been talking about constructively how to fix problems. And so if you go down in the description, you can actually learn how Dan Reale will fix problems and how he can work with others. And, maybe what a tripartisan board of selectmen might look like. Now think about this. Just imagine with me, if you would. Imagine a board of selectmen where no one had the majority. It was just one libertarian, one Republican, and one Democrat. And guess what? They had to convince each other of the merit of their ideas and what it is they wanted to do. It wouldn't just be a majority of two people just telling the one person, we're going to do this, and who the heck cares? Well, guess what? We saw that. We saw that for the last 2 years, and before that, we saw the other end of that, and we saw a different end of that before, and then before that, and then before that, and then before that. So I guess the question is, how long do we want to pretend that this is all about Donald Trump or Joe Biden or parties? How many? I guess how many times does traffic have to get blocked? I mean, how much Superfund site do you really want to fester in your town? I mean, how much asbestos is really too much in elementary school? I guess we can ask that question. And how long is it until we really want to actually put that annex up for a vote on whether it should stand or whether it should be knocked down? Because, hey, that's up for you to vote. If somebody wants to have the political will and the courage to facilitate that, that's me. So it's up to you how you want to decide it. But it's time to just go ahead and say, there needs to be an adult in the room. And that is what the libertarian function is. And so I'm not just bringing it to the Board of Selectmen. We have 2 candidates for Board of Ed, Matt Reid and Mark Campo. Please go vote for them. The Board of Ed has been in such need of critical thought and diversity and opinion and ideas, and we have to get this done. So when you vote, and most people don't buy into this whole row A all the way red wave screed. I mean, it is not really logical at all. I mean, if anything, it's fear-based. And here's the thing about fear. The more you focus on what you're afraid of, the more you're going to get it. But, and this is just a concept, the more you actually vote for what you want instead of against what you're afraid of, you might actually run the risk of getting it. So we are Plainfield. We are not, we're not a state. We're not this big like voting demographic. I mean, we're pretty, tight knit and small, and we can actually manage to fix our problems without the partisan screed. So let's get to work, and that's what I'm asking you to do. So again, you've got tons of information in the links. You can learn everything you want, and if you have a question, I have an email address, and you can just go ahead, email headlinecopy@gmail.com, or you can reach out, and I can help you out. So let me know. Good questions, bad questions. I love really difficult questions. I can actually answer them, unlike my opponents. So with that, happy voting, and I will talk to you all soon.